Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia... offense takes the field. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Bray. Still running at the 40. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Bulldozes his way through. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you...
Turning it on! Can't get him to the ground. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab, it's Bray. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Anderson wants to throw. There's the pressure. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
They're going to sit back in zone, try to know exactly what they're doing, find
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers in the confidence exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense takes the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the
looking for more room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Steps away. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Makes it past the marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in. Up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Roberts. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Bring in the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds his man, it's White. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Gray. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Grabbed over the middle. It's White. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And a decent gain there before the defense. Stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your...
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football.
There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Grabs behind the line. It's Roberts. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Bray. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's going to fire deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bray. Oh, he's got some space.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum. Anderson will throw. It's on target and complete.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up for it.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on up.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Off play action. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. That's caught. It's White. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll send the back in motion. Nice move there. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna swing it on second down. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. He's got it. And they miss tackle, but enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And he go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's LeBlanc across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Anderson wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Anderson will throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Spits it out to the back. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Georgia.
Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Plows through the defense. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Anderson wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The sure hands, it's Taylor. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.